So Ben, you're a photographer, but one of the things that really sticks out with me about you is similar to Erin and a lot of the people that have spoken and are going to speak is you, right now, you're not a product of the environment that you're in predominantly. You're up at work where it can be isolating, you can be, sitting in those struggles and things like that. You've got a journey, you've got a story, you've been through grief, unfortunately, losing your brother and having to navigate that and also having to show up as a worker up on site. But something that you've done is put that grief and sadness into something that you love, which is photography. There's so much there when it comes to speaking about Ben and who Ben is. You're a connector, you're a creative, and you're you show up in the world how you wish others would show up. Can you speak into your experiences and how you just have this beautiful smile on your face in every room that you come into and you just light it up?
You touched on it briefly. One morning I'd flown up to work and unfortunately I received a phone call with the news that my brother took his life, which then started the journey of the process of coming to terms with that and coming to acceptance. So I see myself as quite jovial and lighthearted, and now I'm suddenly faced with a situation where I'm going to have to go through a full journey and explore what it is to lose someone that you love. So, and part of that journey for me was taking some time out, but also seeking some help. To me, it makes sense if you've done an injury, you'd go see a physio. So for me, I was like, I need to explore this. I needed to get it out of my system and help me navigate this. And one other tool that I used was photography. I love photography, being in nature, capturing it. And that was another thing that just allowed me to just de-stress from the world and capture it. And one thing I love to do, as you said, is the connector. And I love holding events where I bring people together. And the body of work that I end up working towards was one around hope, that things happen in life. So there'll be a sunset, there'll be darkness, but there'll always be a sunrise. So that was then my drive to just work through that grief process and then also allow others to go through their own grief as well.
And we could talk for days, and we do sometimes, and I love that. And when you walked in, it was funny because we didn't necessarily connect straight away because you're so used to having events that you were like, oh, I'm just going to leave you to do your thing and all that kind of stuff. But I noticed that you were just connecting with everybody in the room and how important that is. I appreciate that the work that you do and how you're able to show up. You touched on as well about, same as Callum and a lot of what people have said when it comes to physical health and fitness and keeping your eye on that. As we touched on before, you never know what somebody's going through. And, somebody who shines out for me when we speak about physical fitness, we've got the man in the room, David,